You've been lied to about sleep, not about how much you need. You already know you need more. Not about screens before bed or caffeine after noon. You've heard all of that. I'm talking about something hiding inside your sleep routine right now. Something doctors rarely check. Researchers have only recently proven, and millions of people do every single night without knowing it's quietly accelerating how fast their body ages. I'm not talking about sleep deprivation. I'm talking about something far more subtle and far more dangerous. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what it is, what it does to your cells, and the simple shift that can start reversing it, sometimes within days. The biological age bombshell. First, let's talk about biological age, because it's not the same as the number on your driver's license. Chronological age counts calendar years. Biological age measures how old your body actually is at the cellular level. Your DNA, your organs, your immune system. Here's what's remarkable. Two people who are both 45 years old can have biological ages of 38 and 59. Scientists can now measure this using something called epigenetic clocks, markers on your DNA that track cellular aging with startling precision. And what researchers found when they started measuring sleep against these clocks stopped them cold. Consistently disrupted sleep, even just slightly disrupted sleep, wasn't just correlated with tiredness or brain fog. It was correlated with significantly accelerated biological aging. We're talking about differences of 3, 5, even 7 years added to someone's cellular age. Not from missing sleep entirely, from one specific mistake almost everyone makes. The mistake revealed. The mistake is inconsistent sleep timing, not short sleep, not bad sleep, irregular sleep. Going to bed at 11 p.m. on Monday, 1 a.m. on Tuesday, midnight on Wednesday, and sleeping in until 10 a.m. on Sunday. This pattern, which researchers now call social jet lag, has been shown to disrupt the body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, at a biological level so deep it registers in your DNA. Your circadian clock isn't just a rough schedule. It's a molecular timing system in nearly every cell of your body. Your liver, your heart, your immune cells, even your skin. Each one runs on a roughly 24-hour biological program, and they're all synchronized by light, behavior, and most critically, the consistent timing of your sleep and wake cycles. When you break that consistency, even by 90 minutes on weekends, those cellular clocks start drifting out of sync with each other. Scientists call this circadian misalignment. And what it triggers inside your body is essentially a slow-motion emergency. What happens inside your body? Here's where it gets serious. When your circadian rhythm is misaligned, your body's repair systems get thrown off schedule. During normal, well-timed sleep, your brain flushes out toxic waste proteins through a system called the glymphatic system, including the amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease. This flushing happens almost exclusively during deep sleep. And it happens on a schedule. Disrupt the schedule, and the cleanup doesn't happen efficiently. Your immune system runs on the clock too. Key immune functions, cell repair, inflammation regulation, antibody production, peak at specific times of night. Studies show that circadian disrupted individuals have chronically elevated inflammatory markers. Inflammation, as you may know, is the underlying driver of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and yes, accelerated biological aging. Then there's cortisol and melatonin. In a healthy sleeper, melatonin rises at night. Cortisol rises in the morning. They take turns. But in chronically misaligned sleepers, cortisol, the stress hormone, starts leaking into nighttime hours, suppressing deep sleep, impairing cell repair, and shortening telomeres. Telomeres. Those are the protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes. When they shorten, cells age. When they hit a critical length, cells die. Shortened telomeres are one of the most direct biological markers of accelerated aging. And irregular sleep has been directly tied to faster telomere shortening. Let that land for a second. The way you time your sleep is literally affecting how fast your chromosomes age. This is really hitting. You might be thinking, okay, but I only sleep in on weekends. How bad can it really be? A landmark study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology followed thousands of adults and found that even a 90-minute difference in sleep timing between weekdays and weekends was enough to significantly increase metabolic risk, weight gain, and markers of cardiovascular aging. Another study out of Northwestern University found that people with irregular sleep patterns scored up to 2 standard deviations older on epigenetic aging clocks compared to people who slept the same amount but at consistent times. Same duration. Wildly different biological outcomes, simply because of consistency. Shift workers have known this for decades, the hard way. They have dramatically elevated rates of heart disease, certain cancers, and metabolic disorders. We used to think it was stress. Now we know it's circadian disruption, happening to anyone, every weekend, who thinks I'll catch up on sleep Saturday. The fix. And it's simpler than you think. Here's the good news. The circadian clock is responsive. It wants to be reset. And you don't need supplements, sleep trackers, or a complete lifestyle overhaul. The single most powerful intervention researchers have found is this. Anchor your wake time, not your bedtime. Your wake time. Pick one time to wake up, every single day, including weekends, and hold it. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your body's internal clock consolidates. Melatonin onset shifts. Cortisol timing normalizes. Deep sleep deepens. And epigenetic markers of aging begin, measurably, to improve. Second, get morning light within 30 minutes of waking. Sunlight hits specialized receptors in your eyes that send the master signal to your circadian system. This is when the day starts. Everything cascades from that signal. Third, if you must stay up late one night, still wake at your anchor time. Lose the sleep once, not the rhythm. That's it. 3 levers. The science doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency. You can sleep 8 hours every night and still be aging faster than someone sleeping 6, if your timing is chaotic. The most powerful anti-aging tool you have isn't a pill, a diet, or a cold plunge. It's the clock. Fix the clock, protect the rhythm, and let your biology do what it was designed to do. If this changed how you think about sleep, share it with someone who still thinks sleeping in on Sunday is harmless. It might be the most important thing you send them this week.